Odyssey started, it wasn't some idea that the top management came up with. It was a bunch of staff guys who said it's really cold up here, and maybe we could take one of these boats down to Florida. When they got down there, they decided, well, maybe we can look around, maybe we might be able to do Outward Bound down here. We did this recon, which was one of those epic voyages, looking around, noodling around out of the Keys, out of Big Pine Key, and up into the Everglades. And we said, well, yeah, we can do Outward Bound down up here.
The point of the Odyssey is pretty simple. It's in many ways an embodiment of who we are as a school and what we teach our students. It's a long, hard expedition. It's all about self-reliance, and it's about pushing the edge.
I wasn't paying a load of attention in 9th grade English all the time, but it seems to me that the classical sense of an Odyssey is a new beginning. And a big part of why we're doing this Odyssey right now is to get to know these boats that much better.
This expedition brings us back to the roots of Outward Bound. Outward Bound started as a sea school, as we all know. And this is literally pushing the edges, just like those young men did off the coast of Wales close to 70 years ago, where they would set off in open boats on crashing seas and test their mettle, if you will.
The major reason we're doing the Odyssey is so that our staff get a hard, tough training that sort of goes far and beyond what other programs do. It's a very uncontrived way to provide staff with that intense experience so that they can then transfer to their students.
But the wonderful thing about the Odyssey, and I'm glad to see that the Odyssey is kind of getting reborn, is that it provides the opportunity for staff to actually sail. The strange thing about being an Outward Bound instructor in the sea program is you never get to sail. You're trying to teach how to sail. You never really get to put your hand on the tiller. Every staff member has got a lot of little tricks of the trade that he or she has picked up along the way or picked up from other instructors, but they're not always shared. The opportunity to share those things on an extended voyage, you know, it's great. I'm delighted it's happening, and of course it's happening this year with the new boats, which still need a lot of experimentation, and people really need to figure out how to use them under difficult conditions.
Overall, we're saying 2,500 miles. There's sort of a formula that comes up with that. It's mostly statute miles, not nautical miles. As far as miles a day goes, it's going to completely vary, and a large part of that is going to be their decision making on when they have the weather for it. They can get out, they can go 24 hours a day, or go for several days straight and just rip along. Other days they're going to be rowing against the current, against the wind, so they might be looking at 20 to 30, hopefully 50 miles a day at least to make that target. They leave on April 17th, and they're supposed to arrive in Maine on June 7th. So not a very long period of time, roughly 50 days. Roger Martin designed Sharpies are an open 30-foot boat. You basically live in the elements the entire way, whether you're a student on a course or for these people on the Odyssey. It's either sail or oar driven or any other way that you can figure out how to move it with your body. They use oars to row when there's no wind. There's 2 sails that go up. They're a fairly light displacement, and for an open expedition type boat, fairly playful boat, so that there's direct feedback for the people that are on the boats and sailing them, that their skills are increased just by the nature of the boat.
The challenges are going to be exactly what the challenges are on any open boat when you're trying to make as many miles as they are, in the sense that you've got wind and weather and tide and currents and inlets with large waves. You've got the conditions of the crew, people being seasick, and you've got the joys of the sunset to take you through it.
We're hoping through these events that we can sort of spread the word of what it is that we do, the types of boats that we use, the types of staff that we have, so that they, become inspired to join us.
This is not a standard staff training. This is an expedition in every way, shape, and form, and we would not have been able to do it without the generosity and support, both financial and in-kind, of everyone out there who supports Outward Bound and the sea program. To the crew, I hope you see it all. I hope you see sunny days and storms. I hope that you live for the moment and that you support each other and come home safe and sound.
I hope they find fun along every step. I hope the fair days and easy conditions are fun and relaxing, and I I hope the challenging moments are fun to talk about afterward.
There's nothing maybe more pure than sort of pitting yourself against the natural environment with a group of friends and teammates, and I think that's sort of what draws all of us to adventure.